everybody, welcome back. So
Yes.
2 days ago, Spirit Halloween officially released 5 of their props so far for the 2025 lineup. Their theme this year is Madison Scare Park.
What is Madison Scare Park?
They're going for like a metro theme. They had like this whole subway trailer and all that kind of stuff. So first I want to go through the props that are on the website that you can purchase now. And then maybe we'll go through the ones that haven't come out yet. We'll talk about like their hints and things like that, and what we think is going to come out, what we're looking forward to. So,
Metro theme.
do you have anything to add?
I don't know. I mean, it's an arena.
Well, I think they're going for like New York kind of
Yeah.
city theme.
Okay, so is it a New York
They
theme?
had the subway.
Is it specifically New York or just urban or what is it?
Well, since it's Madison Scare,
I mean, I see one prop that's related, maybe urban.
yeah, that's true too. But I know we're gonna start with the Valak prop. I know this was meant to come out a couple years ago, I think, but it was delayed for some reason.
What reason?
I don't know.
You gotta do research. What reason
Sorry,
was
This is
it
not
delayed?
a channel for research. This is a channel for just random reviews and reactions from unknowing people. Anyway.
Need to back up stuff.
So our first prop is the 5'8" Valak animatronic.
Oh, wait a minute. I could do it the YouTube way. If any of you know why Valak was delayed,
let us know.
let us know in the comments.
Anyway.
In fact, let us know anything in the comments.
So 5'8", that's a pretty short size for a giant nun demon, but I don't know how tall she is.
Is she giant?
She's from the Conjuring movies.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I'm not sure her size.
She's normal
in comparison
size
to
in
the
the
other
movies.
characters.
I'm not an expert on the movies like you are, but she's
not
normal
taller.
size.
I think she's taller than our female lead, but maybe not. Maybe I could be wrong with that.
She just comes from the top, you know?
Yeah.
She's
Now, I had dreamed of taking, what's her name? Emmeline, and turning her, I was planning on buying Emmeline, and turning her into the nun because she's got that forward motion. I was hoping to get like a picture frame and put it in front of her and then she drops it, like see if I could work that out. But, you know, that didn't end up happening. They had this problem.
My daughter's a Hollywood set designer in her mind.
So the first thing I'd like to say is I love the motion of her going from praying to I'm going to grab you. I also like that she bursts forward. The only thing is I can't tell how far she's bursting forward, and it kind of seems short.
It's not an Emmeline burst forward,
Yeah.
but then I don't know if you want that with Valak.
I do, because the scene at which she does this in the movie, in the Conjuring movies, it's from across the room, and then she charges. So to have her just very short jerk forward, I think it's kind of lame. But granted, this is from video. I'm sure in person she's excellent. But right now, first impression, not as good as I was hoping. I would have liked a further, like an Emmeline.
What about the aesthetics of it?
Face-wise, wonderful, wonderful sculpt. She is cool looking. I love that face. I like that she's got the yellow eyes of Valak, which is the demon, in case you don't remember. The nun is possessed by the demon Valak, and it chooses to use the nun's appearance. I haven't seen the Nun 2 yet. I gotta watch that one. That came out, right?
Let's do a review.
Yeah.
We haven't done, we've backed up in doing reviews.
I know. Clothes-wise, I mean, she's in a nun's outfit. You can't really go much more than that. But face sculpt, I think she's gorgeous. What do you think?
I think she's an excellent looking prop quality-wise. If she, in person, she appears the way she looks in the video, excellent. I think she looks good. I'm not put off by it looks like she lunges about 2 foot.
Yeah, right?
I'm not put off with that because everyone doesn't have to come all the way out at you. It's enough to...
I know, but she is the movie character that does that, is what I'm saying.
Does
like,
she?
If it was
She
a
comes
different
all the way
prop-
out?
Yeah, she goes from across the room. The main character's looking at the painting of a nun that she painted, and then the nun comes to life and charges out of the painting and comes to her from all the way across the room.
So in that sense,
so I feel like it's just a little short for that type of scare.
But it's also a very straight, I mean, perfectly straight lunge.
Yes, it's
and they do make the mechanism behind her. I wonder if you can decorate that as an altar to hide it.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Put her.
It almost looks like.
If she went further, I would make a hallway with a painting at the background with her standing in front of the painting of herself.
You could do that.
And like you see her in front of her own painting, and then she charges through the hallway. But she doesn't charge far enough for that.
You're right.
She charges too short
for that. She would
need
a nice size hallway because you need to be up there close to her.
Yeah, so that's the unfortunate thing. But an altar would be really a good idea.
We'll make one of those little, what do they call in the church, the little alcove then?
Yeah.
An alcove?
No, I'm just saying,
there's a name for
I'm thinking of it.
I don't know. You know, it's not my...
I guess it would be called an altar. But I remember in the first movie, they have this really cool throne. So maybe you could turn it into like she's standing in front of the throne. And you could sort of put the throne around the
What about the red demon behind her?
That's from Insidious. It's a different franchise. Same people, basically, but different franchise.
They're different?
Insidious,
I thought it was the same.
The red demon from Insidious is a completely different movie. So, Valak so far gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Might grow. Oh no, you know what? I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Because I don't know for sure if it'll go all the way up to a 10 for me when I see it in person. I'm giving it some room to grow.
I think it's a really good prop.
From when I see it in person.
I'd go an 8, but I think it's if we're doing 1 to 10, I think I like it.
So moving on.
Well, it's got a little bit of it anyway. It's got a fast, not a slow motion.
It's short. It's short. So that's why I'm giving it, like I said, wiggle room. I got to see it in person. So.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, I purchased one of these props as a surprise to you. I don't know if you're going to like the one I picked, but we'll see. I'll tell you what it is at the end.
You bought a prop without telling me?
Yes. So the next prop we have is electrified corpse animatronic. It's an old prop that they brought back, which is cool, of the guy being, he's cut in half. What is it? I guess he's a zombie.
That's the thing about him. He has no legs. I would like him to have legs. You could add legs easily.
Yeah, we could do that. But, I mean, it's an oldie. You know what I mean? It's an oldie goodie.
It's a good prop. It's a good, if you need an electrified half upside down corpse. So I realize I guess they figure he doesn't need legs because he's supposed to be an electrified, already dead zombie, I think.
Is he a zombie? I guess he's a zombie.
Which doesn't really make sense because he's writhing in pain and a zombie wouldn't be.
It's a weird prop. This was never my favorite prop because, just as you said, why would you have an electrified zombie? It would be better if it was a live human, but maybe they felt that would be too gruesome.
Yeah, well, all you gotta do is give him legs. And he's a live human.
And put pupils in his eyes.
But as far as electrified zombies with a lot of motion and stuff, and the price isn't bad for them, actually. It's a decent price.
It's a cool prop. It's just an odd prop to me. But I am happy they brought it back for people who do love this prop. It's always great. There are so many props that I want brought back.
Yeah, I mean, you could hang them as though he's coming out through the ceiling hanging and put some of those wires around them that spark, you know, those props that Spirit made.
Yeah, like the things on the side. Wasn't that part of it? Was that him that had the thing that you could pull down the thing for and then he get shocked, or was that like Frankenstein?
I really don't know. No, it was in all different ones. They sold it for a few years.
Yeah.
And put it out for a few years. But no, you can make some nice scenes with this.
Yeah, you definitely could. So, Re-release of the electrified corpse, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
What do you give it?
Yeah, 7 out of 10 is fine. I mean, it's a good prop, good solid prop. It isn't
It's just
mind-blowing. The
story.
price is decent for it. It's a good prop.
Okay. Next we have the 4'2" mutant sewer rat animatronic. I got a couple things to say before we watch the video. The first thing was, this guy reminds me of Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm kind of less scared of him, and I feel like he might teach me karate.
Okay.
The other thing is, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we've had a rat prop before, didn't we?
One of the other, yeah, a couple of years ago, there was a rat prop around.
Do you know
I definitely remember
who made
Rat
that?
Man, just like this.
If you guys know who made that, let us know in the comments.
Well, why don't you look it up real quick?
Okay, all right, hold on.
We'll include you guys. Can we do that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I'll if I find it, I'll play the clip here.
All right.
All right, so as you can see, there was a prop. It was called the Mangy Rat Animatronic Prop, and it's by Mars Costumes. It's a little bit, well, you know what? Let's watch the Spirit Halloween one, and then we can compare the two. All right, so now that we've seen both versions,
Yeah.
I've got a few things I like about this one and a few things I like about the other one. So
Okay.
do you want to go first, or do you want me to say my piece?
I'll go first with this one.
Okay.
First of all, when I saw this prop right away, I wanted it. I'll tell you why I wanted it. Not that I'm crazy about rat props, although I do like r.o.u.s.
Well, that's what I was hoping when I saw the teaser for this, that it was more like an r.o.u.s. from
That would be a
Princess
dog
Bride.
with her fair fur,
Well,
or a person in a puppet, I think
I
they
would have
were.
preferred it. I would have preferred it to a standing up sewage rat. But
Well,
go on.
But anyway, the reason is that we just transformed, what was his name?
Marlin.
Marlin something?
Party City's monster Marlin.
Into a minotaur kind of creature for a mad scientist lab, an experimental creature, like the Isle of Dr. Moreau.
Which, look forward to that video coming up soon.
Right.
I suck at it.
And this prop would go along with that theme as a laboratory experiment turning people into animals. So I thought this prop would
that would look
basically
really
go
cool if
perfect.
we put him in like a cage or something,
Right.
instead of making him like city
right.
sewage.
He would go right along with Marlin now. So,
yeah, you're right. That actually. Oh,
so then I figured I'd get it. But that said, my criticisms of this prop first.
Okay.
It's only 4'2" tall. So I would need something 6 foot tall because it's a human transforming to a rat. Secondly, it's $230 for a 4 foot tall prop. That's a little nuts.
And his movement is only.
Yeah, especially since all he does is turn his head and move his mouth. He only has those 2 movements. That's it. So now the positives of it. It's a better looking prop than the other one as far as the sculpt. The face on it, to me, seems cooler. I don't even know why, but it seems, maybe it seems more rodent-like, and the hands are very detailed. I like the look of the prop. Now, the other prop is 6 foot tall, which helps. And yeah, it's 6 foot and it has more motion. The hands move up and down in a very lifelike way. Plus the head moves and it squeaks and squawks. I do like the fact that they don't talk, thank God. But it squeaks and squawks the same way this one does.
Yeah, they're almost too similar.
Yeah, this is like
Like a copy. Not that I'm saying anything.
Yeah, we're not using the R.o. word, but it's very
But, like,
close to the Morris costumes.
The only real difference besides
I
the
don't know.
sculpt is this one doesn't move its hands.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the same company that made them.
Potentially.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
we're
know.
not
We don't
into
look into that stuff, but maybe we should.
That yeah, SVI or Techie or
the tail
Jemmy.
too comes round the same exact way.
The tail is the exact same tail.
Although the audio is different, it's the same thing. It's a couple squeaks and then a scream, and then a couple squeaks and then like an animalistic scream. They're different because it was recorded differently, but it's the same thing. Now
I don't know if Morris is still selling that rodent prop, and I don't know the price of that one. To me, $230 for this prop, for a 4'2" prop that just has 2 motions, is just too much money.
Yeah.
But as far as the scope goes, again, it's a nice prop.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. So the other version, it's more of what people imagine rodents to look like, these vicious, ugly things.
Yeah.
This is more realistic to what let's face it, rodents are cute. You know, they're off-putting because they carry parasites and they bite you and you get disease.
No.
They're cute.
No.
This thing's cute. So this looks more cartoony, but this is more of what a rodent actually looks like, and the other one actually looks more like Splinter. I'm a lover of rodents. Anyway, what I was saying is, this one's actually more realistic looking. But people would think it's more cartoony looking.
I like the look of this one better. I do.
Yeah. So if I had to pick one, even though this one has less motion, I would pick this one. That's how I feel. But
it bothers me that it's, the height difference.
I give it a 6 out of 10. I think. What do you give it?
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
Sounds good.
Could have been improved in a lot of ways. Okay, moving on. Doesn't mean we're not going to get it, though.
Yeah, I might still get it.
All right.
All right.
So the next one is the 6-foot night owl animatronic. Let's watch it. Okay, what do you think of this prop?
What do you think of it?
All right, so I think this prop is not going to be very popular, but I really like it. I knew it. I like it. He has like a metallic sheen to him, which makes him feel almost like this steampunk owl robot thing, and I really enjoy that look and that feel.
Since when are you into steampunk? You never liked steampunk.
That's not true at all. I've been into steampunk since Fable.
This is news to me, folks.
Like, a lot of video games are steampunk, Dad.
All right. Anyway, I think it's an abomination.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
This is a horrible... What do you mean, oh, no? It's a horrible prop. Absolutely
really dislike
horrible.
It that much?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what are your overall... Oh, jeez.
My overall things are, what the hell is this thing?
It's a cool owl.
That's not even an owl. It doesn't even look like an owl.
There's not enough owl props.
The wings are ridiculously fake looking. Ridiculously fake looking, covered with cloth. That's all it does, I think, is flap its wings and screech.
Used a lot in props.
The head looks as much like a cat as an owl.
That's not true. It looks like an owl.
I don't know what it is. It's metallic. Why? It's got, owls don't have large bandy legs.
All right, so what I'm thinking for it is you do like a clockwork thing. Like a crazy clock guy that does clocks, and maybe in his chest you could do like this clockwork
Here we go with the
exposure.
Hollywood movie
That's
set.
what I'm thinking. Like you could take it and then put like clock exposure.
And how is
inside of
this
him.
related to horror or Halloween if you're making it an animatronic
Because it could be
clock
an evil
owl?
guy that. Have you ever seen like a Studio Ghibli movie?
A Ghibli movie?
Never mind. Or is it Ghibli? Anyway, never mind.
What the hell is that?
I'm just picturing like this this evil clockmaker that sends off his like almost like the flying monkeys in The Wizard of Oz, and like this is his creature he sends off to terrorize people.
So you have this whole scenario with characters and a whole novella built around this one terrible prop.
I don't think it's terrible.
All right, whatever. My opinion. Okay, I'm ready to do an assessment.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
I give it I'll be generous. I'll give it a 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the worst props I've seen. Come on, it does nothing. It's a ridiculous looking, barely resembling an owl with fake wings, and it's $250.
I like him.
Wow, okay.
All right, moving on. In the comments, let us know what you guys think about the owl. I do think he's not going to be popular amongst most people, but I think there's some people out there that might appreciate it the way I appreciate it. And we haven't seen it in person. Maybe in person it's really cool. It's 6 feet tall. It's taller than your rat.
Yep.
All right.
6 foot tall metallic owl
So
thing. Oh, by the way, we should mention, right? That was called, that was called Owl Beast, right? Not.
Oh yes, in the previews it was
We had seen it.
Beast
when
Owl,
they-
I think it was, but now it's Night Owl, which I like better. I like that sound, Night Owl. It's cool sounding. So the final one.
Because Owl Beast, it would have been a terrible prop, but it's Night Owl.
Is the 6 foot two-faced Teddy animatronic.
All right, let's see the video. All right, I take it back. Maybe the owl's not the worst prop in the world. Maybe this one is.
This is the cheapest prop.
Yeah, well, at least.
$129.99.
Right. So the owl is worse.
But this is not it, Spirit. This is not it. This is awful. I've seen head-turning props that are definitely better than this. He goes from like laughing maniacally to depression. It's not like he's going into horror. He's going into depression.
This is something.
He's a manic, depressed clown.
You would expect at Walmart maybe if they have a prop.
Yeah, or like Costco.
No, Costco has some decent props.
I feel that I like the design of him. He's more my type of clown, which is just a normal person in makeup. But his whole gimmick, it doesn't work. They don't hide it well.
I will say this. He's a cheap prop, but the price does match the prop. $130 bucks.
I would pay $60 for this.
I could see.
It's just the head turning.
It's good enough if you have a big clown scene, you want a clown to fill in that does something in the back for $130 bucks.
Yeah, and $130,
that's not that much.
I would not spend that much for a prop that all it does is laugh and turn its head.
Yeah.
That's too expensive
I would
for me.
say he's a $99 prop,
Yeah,
but $130 isn't terrible. My opinion.
I don't like him at all.
No, he's a horrible. I mean, it's good for a background prop if you need something to fill in
I'm
a
not
clown
spending
scene.
$130
Other than
on
that,
a background prop.
because at least he does something. The head there, big deal.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in this one a lot. I'm just gonna say it. I would give this one a 2 out of 10.
Now I have to make a judgment. Do I give it higher or lower than the bat? Because
It's an owl.
I'm gonna give it the same thing, a 1 out of 10.
Okay, you're always more harsh than I am.
I don't know, Spirit. I don't
right.
know, man. Everybody talks about Spirit. I think Home Depot, Even Lowe's is
Party
starting.
City was good. I miss
I
Party
think they're
City.
blowing Spirit away in a lot of their props. I mean, Spirit comes out with a handful, really good ones,
I
and
think
then a
that-
bunch of.
I gotta be honest, I think they try to do a range. I think they try to do more
Well,
expensive
that's true.
props and cheaper props that are better for people to select.
Yeah.
The only thing is, this is not worth its price, in my opinion.
Well,
It's the cheapest
I
one
think
so
I
far.
think compared to what they're charging $250 for and calling a owl, I think the price is doable, and I understand if Spirit's doing that, they want to give people that don't want to spend as much something a little goofy. I could see it. So I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to come down on it that bad, because for the price, for what it is, yeah, if that's what you're into.
Okay, so now let's do the big reveal. Which prop did I buy?
There's another prop there, but that's, what's that, a ring?
That one's older. It's a prop that came back, but it came out a while ago.
Yeah, I remember that clown, another clown.
Okay, so Dad, don't be.
You bought the owl, didn't you?
I bought the owl.
Are you kidding me?
Listen, if you really hate it when it comes and we build it, then I'll send it back. I'll buy you the rat.
Well, how can you can't take it, build it, send it? That's not right to do.
We're gonna see if it's good, and if you really don't like it after it's built, if you really think it looks like pardon my language, it looks bad.
Well, if you can build his
replace
chest
it.
opening up and having mechanical works and a mad scientist with him in a lab and
I got a 3D printer.
you,
But I would need somebody. The problem is that if I do want to do this scene with the owl,
you bought the owl.
I need
$250 you spent on that.
I need to get a mad clockwork guy. So I would need to get a second prop with this, or I can make him.
What, a second owl?
Like a dummy? No. Anyway,
A mad scientist?
Like I said, if you really don't like him when we build him, and you're looking at him, you're like, Ari, I don't want to do this. I'll send him back. I'll get you the rat. It's cheaper than Valak. Valak's expensive, and I can't do that right now. We'll get Valak later.
Valak ain't that much more. Well, you were not $50.
All right, so then do you
I mean, you compare this. $50 cheaper than Valak. That's
$50 is a lot.
For
some people.
That's anyway. An insomnia.
Well, then I'll let you pick. You could pick Valak or...
I don't care. We're going to get them all eventually.
Eventually, yeah, but... Well, we might...
Well, not all of them. I'm not getting the clown. I'm not getting the clown. I wouldn't get the owl, and I'm not getting the electric guy because we don't need him. So the only two are Valak and the rat guy.
All right.
The rat guy's iffy because he's only 4 foot tall. So there you go.
All right, I'll let you decide if you dislike the owl. But if you like the owl, I'm going to keep the owl and I'm going to do my scene with it, okay?
Ari, you want the owl, keep it. But where are we going to put it?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's move on from that.
Okay.
You see, keep everything in, even the tension. Let's move on to the props.
The great reveal. Ari's surprise.
Let's move on to the props that haven't come out yet and what we think they might be.
Okay.
Now this is posted by the Psychotic Circus of Savannah. Be sure to follow them. All right, so let's start.
All right.
The first one is Jack the Reaper.
Okay.
Weird looking.
Yeah, it's like he's floating in space, but it's hard to see because they're all,
pixelated, but that's the point. Yeah, it looks like he's on one leg, which I don't think it's
No, that's supposed to be like material coming down.
Yeah, coming down. So it looks like he's going to be floating. Do you think he'll be large? If it's one of those, usually like the floating Reaper from Home Depot had last year, it was like a big guy. So I imagine this guy might be big. But it's a Reaper.
Yeah, okay, it looks decent. We'll see.
Headcase Harry. I think this is a clown.
Clown of some sort, but can't
Definitely
see.
a clown. Cryptic Countess. I remember seeing this name on the subway wall thing. And this is one of the ones I was more excited about because I love cemeteries and ghosts and things like that. So I think this one might be interesting. She looks like she might be like a corpse woman, you know, from the coloring, but can't know for sure. Bullseye, that's definitely another clown, right?
I would think it looks like a clown wearing a bullseye. Don't get it.
Then we have Yongi, if that's how you pronounce the name, from the Squid Games, the doll that turns its head. I mean, that's a celebrity prop. We're gonna have to get her.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm definitely gonna get her.
Little
Monkey
weird.
Business. So they have the giant monkey. Do you remember his name?
Yeah, giant monkey.
Whatever.
No, I don't.
Let
it
us know
had
in
a
the comments.
name.
We're terrible with stuff like that. But they've always had that giant monkey. What are those called? They're called something.
Symbols? Yeah,
No, the monkey
thimble.
itself. The classic monkey that.
Yeah, what are those called?
Well, anyway.
Forget now.
So
Symbol.
I'm not asking what the things are called. I'm asking what the monkey is called. The traditional monkey that hits.
A toy monkey.
Never mind. Anyway.
Whatever.
I can't tell, but I think it's a monkey holding a Jack in the Box that's gonna spring out. That's what I think this is.
Yeah. Like,
Mutant Sewer Rat, that's out.
because they would have the little Italian guy with Jack in the Box and monkey go and collect money, right?
Yes.
I don't know. So they combined them they just got rid of the Italian guy and just kept the monkey in the box.
I guess.
All
The Mutant Sewer Rat's out. Then there's Trixie. I can't tell, but judging by the color of her dress and the fact that it looks like she has a yellow hat on, I think this is like a southern character. Oh, she's trick-or-treating, Trixie.
Oh,
The
yeah.
trick-or-treater.
Well, we don't know what she does.
Albeast is out. Trick-or-treat Pete.
Trick or treat Pete, another
It's
clown.
another trick-or-treater.
Another clown.
Maybe they're the same height and they go together.
Yeah,
Trick-or-treat
Trixie
Pete and
and
Trixie
Trick-or-
go together. Then we have Art the Clown again, and now they have the Santa version of him for the latest movie. Can't wait for the next movie. Looking forward to that. Valak, already out. Victor and Emily, they had them previously, so those are not new. Backbend Bonnie. If it didn't have the name of my niece, I would say it sounded kind of... Don't fall asleep. I would say that sounds a little dirty.
Backbend Bonnie.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, have you seen Backbend Bonnie?
I don't want to know.
You know what I mean? But because it has my niece's name, I'm going to pretend it doesn't sound dirty.
It looks like she's got a hole in the chest, but I imagine she's a prop that lays back, you know.
Like, oh, maybe there's like a sound of a gunshot, and then she goes like that.
I doubt it.
I mean, why not? If she's got a hole in her chest. Obviously, whatever's going to happen, that might be a brooch.
This one looks cool. I like that. Maybe.
Fire Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's up my alley.
I think so. It looks like it's got cool horns. So that's definitely going to be one we're going to be looking at.
Oh, that two-faced Teddy must be a really good prop. That looks really cool.
And the electrified corpse, of course, Twisted Grandma. I imagine she's a copy of Two-Faced Teddy. Does the same exact thing, just turns its head.
Really?
That's what I'm going to guess. Yeah, it looks like the same bone structure.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's my guess. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know.
You don't fall asleep on me.
I'm not falling asleep. No, I really don't know. I was thinking she'd contort or something, but, you know, like remember the one with the neck that Spirit made?
Yeah, maybe her whole head twists.
Yeah, maybe.
And like the neck gets all twisty. That'd be cool. Instead of like the ones that actually turn their heads all the way around, she can't.
Yep.
The next one is Sinister Strawman. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy as last year that's standing there with the
Doesn't
sickle.
look like he's standing.
No?
Looks like a groundbreaker or something.
Oh, maybe you're right. So it's not that scarecrow
I
from
don't
last
know.
year. I forget his name, so. Okay. It's definitely
Makes no
a scarecrow.
sense to have a groundbreaking scarecrow, though.
Lantern Keeper. That's a pumpkin.
Is that the guy from last year?
That guy's got a pumpkin head. It's a pumpkin
Oh.
head with the lantern. That's my guess.
Okay.
Severus is back. We actually have a broken Cerberus, but he still works. We just got to fix his back legs. Give him back
I'm gonna
legs.
fix him up.
So we're gonna work on him. Maybe that's a future video. Keep a look at. Night Terror, I remember him.
It's a terrible prop.
Yeah, not into it. Dark Princess, another one.
I like that prop.
You like it, I don't.
I liked it.
I'm not into it.
We
I
didn't
think
get it,
it's
but I liked
pointless, But I remember that one. Sitting Scarecrow, they always have that. Scary Sitting Scarecrow, it's the same thing but a little scarier. The black jumping
These are Halloween
spider,
props,
the
aren't
brown
they? All
jumping
supposed to be scared.
the two of the colors of the jumping spider. And then finally, what I'm very happy is back because I wanted to get
she's
this
gonna make me get this.
And now that we have a second chance, I can. I want Gordo. I want him. I love Gordo. He hates him. I want him. So that I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
All right.
All right.
Second time around, I guess we'll get Gordo.
So those are our reviews of the props that are currently out and the sneak peeks. Remember to follow Psychotic Circus of Savannah, where these leaks were, where I saw these leaks at least. And other than that, let us know which props that of the ones that are out, which ones that you guys are considering buying, and of the ones that are coming, which one you're the most excited for. Don't fall asleep on me. I have to drag him in here. All right. Say the thing. It's your turn now. You talk.
Hit subscribe, please. We need subscribers, so hit them. Give us a comment, like us, do whatever you got to do in YouTube land.
Yep.
And we'll keep going.
Yep.
You know, trying to, whatever.
All right. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.